Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Canon, the photographer, Randall M. Rueff. Here's my question. Have you ever wanted something so bad it hurts? I mean, literally hurts within your soul? Or at least your body? Well, that's the case with this camera. Or, not so much this camera, but it's the fact that this camera is the best of the best right now. If the 1DC Mark II came out and it was better, yeah, I would switch to that one. So I want the best camera available, and I can't afford it. And it's very annoying, to say the least. It's beautiful. It's high tech. It's beautiful. It's high tech. I said that. It's beautiful. It's high tech. Ah! I'm so frustrated I can't afford it, or the accessories or some lenses that I want. So I'm doing the only thing I can do. I make a video about it. I can't afford it. If you want to help me out, my name and address is in the description below to this YouTube video. But I can't afford it. Can't afford it, can't afford it, can't afford it. So I'm going to do the only thing I can do. Because my pain inside my body, it literally hurts inside my soul that I can't afford this camera. And that is, I'm going to make videos and talk about it. Until I turn blue or die or somehow I'm able to raise the money or get the money or I don't know. So it's beautiful. You guys know the specs. It's beautiful. It's $6,000 plus tax. Dual digit 6. A lot of frames per second. A lot of low and high ISO. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I want one. But not only do I want this camera, let me show you what else I want. Okay, 18 to 15 millimeter fisheye. Yeah, I'd like that. Would I use it a lot? No, but do I want it? Yeah, because it would come in handy sometimes. So that's one lens. Let's see what else. Where's the? I'm looking for a good one. 11 to 24 now. 10 to 18, 10 to 22. I'm looking for a good one that would be. You definitely want to get the 2.8, but the question is, what range do you want? 17 to 40? That's not bad. That's an f4, though. F4, so you want to get 1635, 1630. Well, obviously, this is version 3, and the update to the lens is going to cost you $600 difference. 13, no. $700 difference, excuse me. $700 difference, plus tax. So, of course you want to get the newer one. I don't know if that's the way I go. I might. For, everyday casual shooting. Not casual, but wide angle shooting. Look here. 24 to 70. 24 to 70 would probably be the one I'd go with. 2.8. Again, the difference between the f4 and the 2.8 is 1700, 9, 600, 7 plus. This will be $800 difference. You can almost not quite, but almost buy 2 lenses for the price of one. But the 2.8 is going to be a lot better. A little bit longer, but better, definitely better. That's probably the lens I would go with, other than the 28 to 300 for every day. If I was going to do like, vlogs or just selfies or. So, I mean, it's going to blow out the background, going to get you good focus, going to have a decent wide angle focal length, got a little bit of a telephoto zoom, you got a zoom, you got a little bit of a wide angle zoom, got a little bit of a telephoto zoom, and of course you've got your standard 50 millimeter, so you've got a little bit on each side. I mean, if you don't want a big lens, I think this right here is the way to go. Right here, 2.8. If you don't have enough money for the 2.8, you can get the 4, of course. It's a little bit smaller, but the 2.8 is going to give you better results. That's just a fact. Plus, it's a second generation. So, 2.8 is going to be the one you want to get if you can afford it. So, that's another lens I'd get next. Okay, here's the lens of lenses, at least in my opinion. 28 to 300. That's the lens I want. That's the number one lens I want right there. 28 to 300 plus a UV0 filter. Until the cinema lens until the 30 to 300 cinema lens is autofocus, that's the lens I want. 2300, 3.5 to 5.8. Now, obviously, it's not a 2.8, so there's some downside to it. But overall, for everyday use, boom, that would be the lens right there, baby. Take off that tripod mount, and you're good to go. Which you can do. It's no big deal. Let's see what we got here. Now, I'm not really familiar why they have a little LCDs. Let's see what it says here. 7300. I'm not sure why they have a little LCD display on top of the lens. That's what I don't understand. Okay, well, I don't understand what the purpose of the. I mean, I'm sure it shows some kind of information, whether it be, whatever, but maybe there's a purpose for it. I don't know. I'll have to look at that one later. That looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the fact that it has that little digital display on top. I just don't know what the advantage over having a display over standard method is. I mean, it looks cool. I'm sure it may take more battery power. That's the only downside. It does look cool, so I don't know. I'll do more research on it later when I'm not doing a video. Let's see what we got here. I thought we already did this. Okay, there's 24 to 70, 2.8. Yeah, we already talked about that. Okay, so okay, another 300. Go back. Okay. So there's that. I used to think I'd want a 100 to 400. And of course, there's a version 2, and then the original version 1. 2007. So it's a $300 difference. For $300, you want to get the newer version, obviously. If you're going to get that lens. That wouldn't be my lens of choice. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice lens. The 200 to 400 would be the lens I'd go if I was going to do that. Now, here's one I might get just for the heck. It's cheap. It's simple. That's the Pancake. $129, 40 millimeter. No, this is 24 millimeter. Excuse me. 24 millimeter. That'd be wide angle, dude. That 2.8 wide angle. That might be neat to have. $129. Wow. 24 millimeters. That's pretty wide open, people. That's gonna let a lot of light in, which would be kind of cool. That's not too expensive. I'd get that one. Let's see what else we got here. Was that? Is that 50 on here? 24. There's 20. Okay, there's the standard Pancake. 40 is 2.8. If I had a choice to get either one, I'd probably be the one I get. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. I'd like to have both of them to compare them. That'd be cool. Okay, here's the one that everybody seems to think is magic. And that's the 50 millimeter 1.2. I would like to have that lens, I have to admit. That'd be a good selfie lens or a good small lens if you want to, don't want to stand out as a high-end professional. You just want to, take some pictures and look casual about it. 50 millimeters, but it's a 1.2. Now, it's not a cheap lens, obviously. But, wow. 1.2, 50 millimeters. Very nice. Of course, they got 85 millimeter. I think 50 millimeters is where you want to go, because that's what they call the same as, or they say 50 millimeters is the same as what we see as a person. So or what they call standard. So 200 millimeters. Now I realize 202 with an f-stop of 2 is pretty nice, but that's pretty freaking expensive for a 200 where you can. That wouldn't be a lens I would buy. Okay. Fixed focal lengths. Here we go. 300 2.8. Very nice, but not for me. Don't thank you. Okay. Here we go. 400. 400. Here we go. This is the one. Here's where I would go because the quality of the lens. Granted, it's an f4, 2.8. But it's got some zoom range, plus it's got the extender. So it's got the even more zoom range. High quality glass right here, 200 to 400, f4 IS USM extender 1.4 times. Would I like to see a 2 times teleconverter instead of a 1.4? Yeah. Or even a 2.5 times teleconverter? Yeah, but 1.4 is really got 200 to 400 is a good range to start off with. Then you add the extender, boom. So I would definitely go for this. So that's one. The only problem is it's very expensive. Put a UV zero filter on the end and go from there. I mean, obviously you can do 400 a lot cheaper in different ways. And here's the big bad boys, the 800. For me, that would just be too much pain. I mean, that's a huge lens. I mean, there's no way. I mean, if you go up here and you can do, let's see what the 400 f5. Okay, let's go up here. If you get this lens right here, that's going to get you into good. If you're doing basketball or football or soccer, all the standard sports, this is going to be, I mean, you're going to get plenty of zoom in range with that lens, especially with the teleconverter. So that, the 400, just having a plain 400 by itself is awesome. In fact, you can zoom from 200 to 400 plus the teleconverter. Just, for all intents and purposes, that's going to be all you're going to need as far as zoom. I mean, for most people. Again, that's going to do you really good on a football field, a basketball court, no doubt. Volleyball, soccer, anything like that. It's going to be really good. Is it going to be perfect? No, of course not. But it's going to be really, really good. I'm not saying 800 wouldn't be more powerful. Obviously, it's going to be. But you're fixed at 800 for the same price, and plus it's a very heavy lens. So I just think I would go with the 2 to 400. Just personal experience. I'd like to get that 2 times teleconverter extender for my camera. That'd be nice. Although they say it slows down the autofocus, which is probably true, but. And here's what I would probably like to get. Just for the fact you can do macro with it. The 100 2.8 macro. Just because I'd love to be able to do macro. You want the image stabilization. This is 600. So $150 for $150. This one's for $150. You can get this one right here over this one. It's got image stabilized. It's only the difference. That's a little bit, yeah, you want it. Spend the extra money if you can. This is for isn't it? Yeah, this is for M lenses, I think. I don't think this is. Yeah, it says EF. Okay, these are EF-M lenses, so that's what I thought. So, those are the lenses I would get. Let's go to products. Speedlight flash. Flashes. Okay. Obviously, the 600 EX2 RT, which is an improvement over the. Oh, wait a minute, that can't be right. Why would the new one be cheaper than the old one? No, wait a minute. Why would the newer one be cheaper? I don't understand that. Maybe price. Maybe there's a typo or something. 600 EX, $479. I don't understand. Let's take some 600 EX RT, $479. I don't understand. Or $479. I don't understand why the newer one's cheaper than the older one. That doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I don't have all the specs memorized, so maybe there's a reason. But I would definitely get the newer one. Now let's see what else. Now here's where I would like to. I think I want to go with the 270. 270EX for having a flash, but not having to have a big flash. Is this going to be what you want for high-speed photo bursts? No, but for your if you're taking a second, for your this isn't going to be for your machine gun. This is going to be for your and it's not as obviously it's not going to be as you're not going to make you stand out as much. Of course, if you're doing macro work, you want one of these, but I don't do. That's the same thing there. So, let's see. Lenses, flashes. Cinema lenses. The 3300. If this did autofocus, baby, that'd be so awesome. So servo. Okay. First of all, EF right here. You're only that's going to be like 50 to 1,000. Do you have any idea how expensive that's going to be? Granted, it's a 5.0 to 8.9. This lens is super massive expensive. There's no way. I mean, would this be awesome to do sports? Yeah. Wildlife? Yeah. There'd be a lot of things it could do if you long distance. Plus, it's got a built-in teleconverter, I think, right? No? No, this is the one that didn't have a built-in. It's on the lens, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does have a built-in. I'm trying to remember, to be honest with you. I thought it had a built-in 1.5 times teleconverter, so. Either way, very awesome, very expensive. No. That 28-300 is going to be the one I want. Excuse me, 30-300. Let's see what else. Products. This version cameras. Let's see, microphones, GPS receivers, camcorders, cinema EOS, multi-purpose cameras. There it is, $6,000. Woohoo! Please help. Please help me. Well, there you have it. Till next time, I'm Canon EOS-1D for RandallMatthewRueff. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. Please help me get some cameras, some new equipment. That doesn't even cover. I didn't cover CF cards and UV zero filters for the lenses, CFast cards, compact flash cards, batteries, multiple batteries, and multiple battery rechargers. So there's still going to be even more. So it's not cheap. Till next time, I'm Canon EOS-1D for RandallMatthewRueff. Wishing I had more to talk about without being super redundant. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. And as always, keep taking those pictures. Even if you're depressed that you don't have this or a camera like it.